The BM-27 Uragan Hurricane multiple launch rocket system was developed in the early 1970s. It is also referred as the 9K-57. The Uragan entered service with the Soviet Army in 1975. Currently it is in service with at least 10 countries, including Russia. Export operators are Angola, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Syria, Turkmenistan, Ukraine, Uzbekistan, Yemen and some other countries. The Uragan was the largest and most powerful system of its type in service until the late 1980s, when the Smerch was introduced. This artillery rocket system saw combat during the Soviet War in Afghanistan, both Russian wars in Chechnya and the recent Russia-Georgia War. It was also used by the Syrian army at the first stage of the war against Israel at the beginning of the 1980s. Since 2014 it saw combat during the Russian invasion to Ukraine. Launching vehicle of the Uragan artillery rocket system is designated as the 9P-140. It has 16 launching tubes for 220 mm rockets. A standard rocket is 4.8 m long and weighs 280 kilograms. Warhead weight is 90 to 100 kilograms, depending on the type. This system fires training, HEFRAG, chemical, incendiary, fuel-air explosive, cluster rockets with scatterable anti-tank or anti-personnel mines. These are used for remote mine laying. It can also fire leaflet dispensing rockets. The BM-27 fires single rockets or full salvos. A full salvo of this artillery system covers area of 4.3 hectares. Maximum range of fire is up to 34 kilometers. This system proved to be effective against area targets, though it lacks accuracy against point targets. Also, military conflicts revealed that the Uragan is losing badly against modern Western systems such as the M270 MLRS and M142 HIMARS in terms of both range and accuracy. A crew of 4 prepares this system for firing within 3 minutes. It might take up to 12 minutes to prepare this artillery system for firing if position is unprepared. Vehicle leaves firing position within 3 minutes. Rockets can be launched directly from the cab or remotely from the launch vehicle via a 60 m long cable. The BM-27 Uragan uses chassis of a ZIL 135 LMP 8x8 heavy high-mobility vehicle. It is powered by 2 ZIL 375 petrol engines, developing 180 horsepower each. Engines are located behind the cab. Each engine is mated to its own 5-speed gearbox and is driving 4 wheels on each side. So the vehicle has 2 gearboxes. There were also 2 transfer cases and special synchronizers to control all of these mechanisms and deliver power to the wheels. So the design with 2 engines was overly complicated, not reliable, and troublesome to service. However, back in the 1970s, Soviets had no suitable engine for this vehicle. The Uragan has a fiberglass cab, equipped with NBC protection system. Vehicle is fitted with a central tire inflation system, which improves mobility over difficult terrain, such as mud, sand, and snow. It has a climatic operational range from -40 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. This artillery rocket system can be airlifted by IL-76 and 22 or in 124 military transport aircraft. The Uragan launching vehicle is supported by a 9T452 reloading vehicle. The reloading vehicle is also based on the same ZIL 135 LMP 8x8 chassis and has a crew of 2. It is fitted with a crane and carriers, a full set of 16 reload rockets. The launcher pack is reloaded within 15 to 20 minutes. Reloading usually takes place remotely from the firing position to avoid counter-battery fire. An improved version of the Uragan 1, was developed in the Soviet Union during the late 1970s and early 1980s. Its prototype was based on a BAZ-6950 heavy high-mobility vehicle with an 8x8 configuration. However, the Uragan 1 never reached production. Production of the Uragan's wheeled chassis ended years ago. The Uragan might be replaced in service with a new Uragan 1M artillery rocket system, which was recently developed in Russia. The new system has two modular rocket pods with 220mm and 300mm rockets. Launcher of the Uragan 1M is based on a Belarusian MZKT-7930 heavy high-mobility chassis with 8x8 configuration. Other operators of the Uragan, including Belarus and Ukraine, developed their modernized versions in order to keep these artillery systems in service. The Belarusian Uragan M is based on a MAZ-6317 military truck chassis with 6x6 configuration. It entered service in 2019. Ukrainian Bastion 3 is based on a KRAZ 6x6 chassis. However, it was not adopted due to limited funding.